All right, my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming and Tech Reviews. I'm Andrew, and today we're going to be talking about the ASUS ROG Strix X870E Wi-Fi motherboard. So, some of you guys noticed during the build video that I had my memory configuration and essentially B1 and B2, okay? On the motherboard, it says it's supposed to be in, what is that? A2 and B2. Okay, and that's the way it's been on every motherboard that I've ever gotten, period. My MSI runs that way, my Gigabyte board runs that way, but for some reason the ASUS board is not, it won't even let me post unless I have one stick in B2, okay? Now I'm gonna be, I got my old memory kit that I used to have in my old AMD build that I'm gonna try in A1 and A1, A2, B2. But right now, I've got it set in here. It's showing me all 32 gigabytes. It's running in the Expo with 6,000 megatransfers per second. But when I have it, so if I put it in A1 and B2, A1 and B1, I get nothing. I get a C5. If I put it in A1, A2 or A2, B2, I get it C5. If I put, and then I was starting to get like another code after I put them back in here, and I took out the battery and everything and let it sit for a minute, and then it was because today it wouldn't even turn on. Like this morning, because I was switching around the memory sticks last night, and then put them back in there, and then this morning it wouldn't even turn on. So I was like, what the freak is going on? So I had to like remove the CMOS battery, all of that stuff, and like completely reboot it and put the sticks back in this slot right here. So I sat in BIOS looking, and I was like, is there like something that's preventing this thing from running in those two freaking, in those two slots? So this is something that I do not understand what is going on. Right here it says, let me show you the CPU-Z thing. Let me see if it'll even focus on that. Boop. Let me drop my camera down just a wee bit. So as you can see, it's channels 2x 32-bit, but DC mode, there's nothing in there. So I'm assuming that's dual channel mode right there. And then the MB frequency is 3000 megahertz. So obviously running at 6,000. If I pull up Task Manager, and then we look at this real quick. Let me bring this over in here. And then I'll show you. See, my memory is running at 6,000 megatransfers. Slots used 2 of 4. DM, form factor is dim. Yeah, see, I'm struggling to get this thing figured out, because it's, you know, theoretically it should just be working. It should just be working. Like it shouldn't be doing something like this. As far as I know, and as far as, better get that zoom back down to regular. So as far as I know, it shouldn't be doing that. And trust me, I thought it was weird too when that was the only way I could get this PC to post, was putting the two sticks right next to each other, and then it posted. It'll post in A1. I think it'll post in A1, A2 as well, but that's weird. I've never had anything like this happen. And I've been going through everything that I can try to find on like Reddit and everything else, the ASUS website. Most people are saying that they returned the board, got a new one, and it worked just fine. So in my situation, that's not necessarily possible. I can't just send it back. So I don't know what to do. I ran a few games now. I ran Assassin's Creed Shadows, nice, perfect, flat. You know what? Let's go ahead and just run that for you right now, so that you guys can see this, so you can see that I'm not just being a liar face. Let's go ahead and turn this camera back around. Excuse the. Let me turn this light off, because we don't need that while you guys are watching this. You already got the green glare from my freaking lights. Can we move that? Let's move that. Oh, sorry guys. So as you can see, like once we get into this game, now we're only running at 1440p too, but without any frame generation or anything like that. This here stuff kind of straightens out a lot quicker most of the time. Continue, we'll jump right into the game. I don't have my keyboard hooked up right now, so I won't be able to give you guys the accurate freaking things, but once we're into the game, looks like the 1% lows are pretty decent for the most part. I'm not seeing anything like horribly weird. Still running, you know, this is native res or DLSS DLAA. So essentially just the, oh, that was a massive frame time spike. But it wasn't doing that. It didn't do that earlier when I was playing. I didn't get any massive frame time spikes like that. And I played for a good freaking couple hours. It was, well, not a couple hours, but a good hour. I went through a little bit of a story mission. I went and did some stuff right there, but nothing super major or anything like that. But you know, as you can see, you know, you would think with something like this, I wouldn't be getting these type of frame time spikes like I am right now, because that is different, like than what I was seeing earlier. It was running perfectly flat like it is right now. I didn't see any discrepancies in that whatsoever. Not even those little tiny blips that are coming up on there. I did not see anything like that. It was running just like it is right now. Nice, flat. Maybe a little bit blippy, but yeah, a little bit like it is right now. Kind of a little bit blippy, but that's just insane. And I picked this game because it's an open world game. It's got all the ray tracing. It's got everything. So you would think that if I'm going to see like massive discrepancies in like the frame time or whatever, because the RAM's not running in dual channel or something, this is the type of CPU heavy game that I think it would be happening in. So let's go to a freaking town. Let's go to a town. Let's go right over here to the town and run around in the town with a lot of NPCs and see how the CPU fluctuates over in this area, because this is you know, this is essentially the first time I've ever been to this city with this CPU. So I mean, I guess the bar, I mean, it's still fairly flat, but there is a lot of fluctuation in it. And remember, like, we're running just straight res and full ray tracing effects. Everything is on 100%. And we're still 80s, 79, 80. Average frame rate is, what, 91? So we're, I need to change all that. I still need to set up, I need to set this up a little better. I mean, it's nice and smooth. Plays nice and smooth. I mean, the only time, you know, I'm getting like the jitteriness is when I'm running at full speed. I mean, that was a massive frame time spike. Like, I legit saw the screen stop a little bit. I'm wondering if that's normal just for that to run like it does. There's a lot going on this. There's a lot going on in the new in this new engine. You know, you've got better textures and, you know, not a whole lot of popping and stuff. So that to me, it's just meaning that we are essentially, I mean, I would like to say that, so let me try something else. See, I don't, if I use, let's just go to like quality. Let's see if that'll straighten out our frame rate anymore. And that does a little bit. Quality DLSS. Still get those frame time spikes every once in a while, but... And then if I turn on frame gen, it just gives us a nice fat bar all the way across, but it seems pretty consistent most of the time. This is weird. I mean, you would think that dual channel would be running, or single channel would be a much higher, like a much more inconsistent experience by not having dual channel memory on, especially for something like gaming in a CPU type game, because this one here is running at what, 49% CPU, 68C on the CPU, 57C on my GPU. I don't have my case on. I need to get my CPU cooler than 66. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about, my friends. It's quite interesting that this is the experience. I mean, it's pretty smooth. Like, I mean, obviously if I didn't have a frame rate counter on there, it would be absolutely fine. I mean, it's not as bad as, you know, see, I don't know. I don't even know what to think. Like, this has got me, I have so much anxiety about this right now. You know, I mean, well, as you keep buying PC stuff and you keep doing things, you obviously start to gain some knowledge. So I'll keep playing around with it, because obviously I can't just send the board back and get a refund, because it was provided to the channel by somebody in the community. So we're pretty much at the gotta take out the Roni. Whew. Damn. Or not. Man, I almost thought he was gonna get me. I thought I was toasty. My friends. But, I mean, that's pretty much the extent of my testing so far. I've tested a couple other games, you know, like some Star Wars and other open world games and stuff, and you know, those appear to be running fairly well too. Like I said, I got another set of memory I guess I could try, but I was thinking about trying to get some higher speed memory, like 8400 or something, because this board can run higher memory like that. So that's what I think I'm going to try to do, is just get a higher end kit of RAM and see if it'll run in those two slots. I don't know. At this point right now, I am pretty much at a loss. I don't know where to go from this point right here. So let's bring you fellas back over here. Yes, I am running, oh, I can turn that light back on now. I am running an undervolt on my 5090 right now. If anybody has experience with an X870E Wi-Fi motherboard having this problem, please let me know in the comment sections what you did to correct this, or if it was correctable without having to send your board in, because that's literally, yeah, I would essentially just have to buy another one of these boards, which isn't a problem, but I can't do that for a while. Like, I'm legit broke now. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.